Now, I used to read a lot of articles that BuzzFeed produced. They did some videos and stuff, and it was kind of neat. And that was maybe 10 years ago, maybe later than that. And I know BuzzFeed is not what it was, but I used to enjoy their content. I used to think it was funny, and maybe I aged out of it. I don't know. But the importance here is that BuzzFeed is going to lay off 16% of its workforce in major cuts they're planning, and they've sold off part of their company. And this is important because they're saying that they're doing it to reduce centralized costs and to allow a company to become more agile, sustainable, and profitable. Now, on the surface, that's a great excuse. It's wonderful. But let's paint a clearer picture of what's going on here. Now, a lot of you may not remember this, but this is an article that came out in 2023, and prior to 2023, I think as early as 2021, 2022, BuzzFeed had talked about wanting to make more AI content. They're cutting 16% of their workforce so they can use AI to produce their content. And keep in mind, there's an entire movement right now where people do not want general people using AI to produce anything, but it appears if you're a big enough company and have enough money, you're allowed to do that. I'll have another video showcasing another example of this that's cleverly hidden, but BuzzFeed has been for a while now producing AI articles. Not just the quizzes we're talking about, and not just the quizzes they do. They have been producing content with AI to provide to you. If you've seen BuzzFeed's lists, BuzzFeed was notorious for its top 10 lists, top 20 lists. Those used to be curated by a human being that had to go find that material and put it into an article and present it to you. That is now being done by AI. There is not much that is human done by BuzzFeed anymore. And I'll provide you an example here in a moment. To get these results, I just did a quick Google search of BuzzFeed using AI, and you can just select the news tab, and you can see here, but BuzzFeed articles are being promoted, and they're showing up. Now, there is another one from The Verge. I don't have a screenshot of it here, unfortunately, but it was talking about how BuzzFeed is using AI to write SEO bait travel guides. So they're also using AI to produce ads or ad articles. I forget what the buzzword for that was, to get you to go participate in like tourism based off of an article they've created that is created by AI. So it may not be factually accurate. So you're not allowed, you and I as people, it's frowned upon. We're not allowed to use AI to create articles or to write anything. It gets heavily criticized by people. But when these companies do it, it's absolutely fine. And this is the problem, and what the problem is going to be. These companies are going to lock down AI to cheaply produce it. This guy who runs this could fire everybody but a skeleton crew to produce BuzzFeed content. He'll rake in money off of ad revenue and won't have to support his staff anymore. It's not about making the company more robust. It's about making people more money and not employees, shareholders. And I don't know if BuzzFeed is public. I can't remember if they are or not. But for sure, this guy's going to make more money off of this, and he's going to fire people that may have been there dedicated to keeping the company going. This is going to continuously happen with companies over and over again. They are going to reduce their staff, rely more on AI. And while I would like to say that there'll just be enough people say, I won't support AI, people need jobs. And as jobs start to disappear and are replaced by AI, and this is not the manner we're talking about. Like AI can replace some jobs, I think, in a beneficial way. This is not one of those ways. They will cut the labor force down until desperate people will go in and do simple editing. Because at the end of the day, if your field is in multimedia, in entertainment, and you're not an actor and you're an editor or a writer and you need work, you're going to do these kind of jobs because you need the money. You when you're starving, you can't have morals anymore to say AI is wrong. Not those anyway. And that's where things are going to lead. That's where these companies are going to go. I had said before in a prior video that the quiet quitting was never going to work, that it was only a short-term thing, and people are like, no, it's going to continue on, and this is how they're going to deal with it. If people are demanding more pay in these fields, they're just going to have AI replace the jobs. And when people say, hey, you have to pay me, they're going, no, I don't. I'll just get AI to do it for me. That's the level we're at here, and that's where things are going. And again, I'll have another video coming out that'll showcase kind of how companies are skirting this and have that to you guys. But what are your thoughts on this? Are you working in industry where you've seen AI cut your job's out, or layoffs are coming as a result of AI? Something should be done about this. I just don't know what, because unfortunately our legal system is behind. We don't really have laws governing this kind of stuff at this point.